driving to a planned adventure, and it seems that it's a bit of a rain, but at least I enjoy my driving, and I will be crossing the new Portman Bridge in a couple of maybe a minute. I want to talk about how people gain trust on your kids, or how you can gain trust on your kids. Why someone would want to gain trust, the trust of other people? Why someone would do that? Is because the person who want to gain to trust want the other person, to execute a program or execute a plan or something. So do something. So let's say you have a partner, and the partner does not trust you, which is totally fine. In lots of relationships have, even work relationships have this type of problem. People don't trust each other. So when you don't trust another person, most likely you will not do stuff together, right? So not doing stuff together, like activities together, will lead you to doing smaller stuff, like at the individual level. If you want to do something greater that need the partner, let's say you want to buy a house, you want to buy a car, you want to build a bridge, this bridge, you need more than one person. Even engineering company, this bridge was not possible to be built with one engineer only, one guy who is designing the whole bridge, then bragging about, you know what, yeah, I built this cool project, you know, it's all mine. They are leaders of teams, but this bridge was built with the help or contribution of a team, and they had to trust each other. They trusted maybe the person who hired one of the engineers, one of the team members. He started to gain some trust based on the previous experience, skills, or some testing. Then 3 months later or 6 months later, got fully hired after the testing period, and that tells you the new person gained trust of the other people. How that? By helping the other people, by executing what other people do, because generally the new person has to execute something that is the demand of a team leader or another team member, right? So you gain trust by executing something that someone else asks you to do. Now, with the kids, so you want the kid to do something that you think is best for the kid, or if the kid has to be a contributor to the family, let's say at a teenager or something, he has to start taking some of the loads of the parents' shoulder. You have to gain the trust of that team member, the teenager. Otherwise the teenager say, you know what, I don't know, I don't connect with that person, with the parent, whoever is that person. It's just a person in the house. I don't receive love, So if the kid does not receive anything in return, can't gain the trust of that person, that kid. So if a new employee is doing some work and not getting paid, not getting a reward for the work, not getting love, appreciation, that employee will not build a strong bond. So trust is part of the human relationship. Build stronger connections. So you can have a relationship with someone, even you don't trust the person, you still have a relationship. Like you relate to that person, you live together, you eat together, but it's not a trust-based relationship. Let's say you eat together. So long time ago, maybe thousands of years ago, when people were relying mostly on survival, they had to trust the partners they were hunting with, partners they were going out with, because on a survival mode, people would kill even the closest friends, right? When you are in a survival, when the tiger comes in, then is you or the other person. And what you do in a survival mode, you would push the other person in front of the tiger. So I know someone, or I used to know someone, who said, it was a kind of a little story. The dog came, an aggressive dog, and the woman went behind the husband. Went behind the husband and pushed the husband. Something like, you eat him, you bite him or something. So that person did not fully trust her husband, and now when it's a survival, it's a life and death situation, even was just a dog, but it's an aggressive dog, then the reptilian brain takes over and any logical thoughts are being ignored. So when the reptilian brain takes over, then you act the way you have your primitive instincts making you to do, or the way you were trained to do. Let's say if you learn some survival techniques, then those will kick in. But when partners trust each other, guess what happens? They both work with each other to fight the danger. So it's teamwork. Now, it might sound like a long talk, boring talk that nobody cares about. That's okay. I'm not trying to gain your trust. So salespeople are trying to gain your trust. Why? Because they want you to do what they want. What they want you to do, which is buying their stuff. So you make money, you make them money. Even that stuff is not really good for you, but if the stuff is good for you, and if you really want that stuff, the sales guy, saleswoman does not need your trust, because they know, you know what, this customer or potential customer is determined to make the step, has a willpower, and the willpower makes that customer buy. Or if you have a family member who has very similar goals, like a common goal, let's say, let's defend the family from the bear. So when the two or the three or the whole group member have very similar goals, you don't really have to rely on each one's trust, because you think that it's in anyone's best interest to reach that goal. So is trust by default, or you rely that, you know what, he wants the same thing, like in the mobs, in the gangs. If every member have the same goal to win the turf of another gang member, another gang, another mafia group or whatever, then they don't really need to fully trust each member, because everyone has the same goal and everyone execute the same plan. But when it's about doing something internal, the leader has to gain the trust of the other members. So the leader has to do something, so have to give something back. Maybe recognition, maybe more money, maybe some prize, maybe some woman. Otherwise, the team members would not trust the leader and would try, especially with that type of characters and that type of behavior, they would try to take the leadership and they would try to kill the leader or take out the leader, right? So it's important into this type of groups, especially when it's about survival, to gain the trust of each member. I was going to nice. I was going to an area to do something cool, and I did not check the camera, the highway webcams, and look, it started from rain and almost suddenly changed to snow. Isn't it beautiful? It's not beautiful. So I will have to trust my car that it has good stability control. I will have to trust my tires, because tires gave me back some love this winter and last winter with my winter tires. Look, so yeah, I'm driving 80. Okay, yeah, that's correct. Someone else had 90. Wow, I'm really glad that I got out of the house. So I did not check the cameras. I went by my instincts, because most of the times when flashing vehicles over for me to pull out. Okay, that's not for me. Oh, maybe a big truck. Oh yeah, maybe a big truck is behind or something. Anyway, so many times I rely on the highway cameras, but I sort of trusted my instinct or something. I said, okay, I'm going out. And now a couple of minutes later, a couple of minutes earlier, I lost the trust of my instincts. I said, oh yeah, look at the look at the rain. I trusted my instinct and I was wrong, but now it changed into something that I really enjoy. It's like, ooh, my instincts got me out of the house, because I really enjoy this type of nice big flakes. And another thing is, you have to have a backup plan. A backup plan, let's say, if someone, a friend, or your instinct, or a device misled you by accident or misinformation, whatever. Wow, look. Wow. I need to stop. I need to stop. I need to stop to see. What the fuck? Wow. So... Oh, man. I like to stop the recording and record something else. Right, it's like a... Wow. It's like, if I look up, if I see the flakes, snowflakes, let me stop this thing. It's one of the last ones in this winter. Wow. Trusting my instincts to get out, because it knows what I want, right? People are slowing down to 60 because they don't trust their cars, and it's a good thing. Sometimes you can't really rely on everything. So should I trust my two-wheel drive, or should I go in four-wheel drive? I think I'll stay on two-wheel drive for now. Wow, it's so beautiful. So, oh, wow. Should I try to trust my car? Yeah, people should turn their sideways. I mean, it's pretty slippery. I can say that. I see the slush, but I trust my car. I trust my skills. Trust other drivers avoid me to avoid me if I get into some stupid situation, right? You should not do that. You should have a sort of a backup system in your mind. But I was trying to talk about the kids. Okay, so if you don't build a relationship with your kids, they will not trust you. So how people gain trust of your kids? There are survival mechanisms built in everyone, and in one of the mechanisms there is a code or information telling you that whoever provides you food, shelter, and survival means, you can trust that person, right? And it's not always true. So some people will try to get something from you, so they first gain your trust by giving you something first. That's why lots of people don't want to take anything for free. Like me, I don't want to take anything for free, because if it's free, unless I know the person, if it's free from a stranger, generally, unless the stranger is well known as a philanthropist or something, but generally a stranger would want something in return, a favor or something. So you give a like to a stranger, probably it's okay, you don't want anything in return on Facebook, right? So it appears that, yeah, if you get a like or a subscribe or something, which is more than a like on YouTube, in many times the new subscriber gets something in return. So either content, so you provide the good content, or maybe it's one of those who want a return favor. So he subscribed or she subscribed to your channel and they expect you to subscribe back. So they win, they actually get viewers and subscribers so they can sell something at some point. So those are obvious ones, especially those who don't post much content. Now, if a stranger gives food to your child, yeah, it could be a good thing, but the kid should be cautious. What the stranger want in return for a free food, especially there is like the classic story, the stranger gives a candy to a child, a stranger who has a van. Right? Is it obvious? Yeah, that's a stereotype. Stranger with a van, with the ice cream, not ice cream van, but with ice cream, offering kids ice cream or candy. That's too obvious. But there are strangers who try to gain your child's trust different means, like Facebook strangers. They pop ads in your kid's page or whatever interface the kid has, Instagram. So those are virtual candies. If the kid takes, that means the stranger want to gain your child trust for different reasons. Maybe just to get some views, maybe make the kid share some information on the internet. Maybe it could be a child predator, could be all sort of type of people who use virtual candies. And they know what the kids want. They know. It's not only done to kids, it's done to people as well. So they try to give you love, so they get some love in return, or a favor in return. And how they give you love? Because they profile you. So that's the kind of the essence of the video. Even I went around, but those are my type of videos. So for those who are new to life and life experience, I go around and I connect a number of dots. Because instead of going straight to the answer, without learning throughout the journey, without helping you to see the bigger picture, I'll just touch different topics, different like little branches that form the whole tree. Then you go to the roots, right? Can't recognize the root of a plant without knowing the plant. And you need to know the whole plant with the leaves, what the leaves do, how the leaves take the light and the carbon dioxide, and how they breathe the vapors and breathe out the oxygen. Now you know that the root is connected through a trunk to the leaves. So same I do with my stories. I have a point, but I'm not giving you the point right away. I'll get you through a journey, and if you have the patience, you will learn a couple of things. If not, I don't really care. I do record anyway. I love to talk. I love to drive. So I'm driving and I'm not doing something special for those people who watch these videos. I do something for myself. So I love to talk, so I do that stuff for myself because I love it. I love to travel. I do that anyway. and I love to share my life experience or whatever knowledge I gain over the years. I do that for myself. I don't do for other people. So don't worry. If you think that you do me a favor by watching this video, the whole thing, no, you don't do me a favor. You do me a favor if you help me share your story that relates to the topic. Like if you say, yeah, okay, I know that, I've been through that, yeah, it happened to me, and you add something from your experience so I can learn something. So post a comment or something, or write me a message, an email if you know me, and that would help me. Okay, so these guys online, they profile you and they custom a candy for you, which is an informational candy. Same thing they do with the kids. They know what their habits online are, and they custom something. They custom a profile, a story or something according to those kids. So it's not only your kid. Yeah, they have thousands of kids that match the same profile because they run a business. Those guys online, they run a business. Guys and women. So they sit in front of a computer all day long, 8-9 hours a day, then maybe less, and they collect email addresses, profiles, metadata from websites that sell that data, that information. So you browse something, goes into cookies. That's why you accept our cookie policy. All that stuff, your browsing stuff, and also Facebook is collecting whatever you type online. Even before you delete, let's say you type something on the messenger or on Facebook, type something, it goes to the server and is being recorded. It's not only local. That's the thing I read about, so don't quote me for this part. And even before you press send, the information is still on the server. So I'm on this particular one, I'm not quite sure. I read an article, it could be misleading, I don't know. So these big companies buy data from other companies, from websites, very popular websites. Let's say you watch a page, you see an ad pop and paid by another website that is trying to get views so they can sell, and once they got, let's say, 50,000 views, then they collect some data about you and other people behavior, what they did. Oh yeah, I had this from this IP or this and that and that. So they got low clouds, they call it low ceiling. Those are loaded. I don't think anyone is flying today, like a small aircraft. So I enter Abbotsford International, Abbotsford town, and on the right there is Abbotsford International Airport. So probably only the big jets are flying in and out. Yeah, so once they have that profile, they come up with a virtual candy. And the teens and the young kids are very vulnerable because they don't know much. They think, okay, it's online, nothing can happen. So of course it's no big of a deal unless you deal with some predator or something like that. It's no big of a deal. So it's up here. Is nothing wrong, but the thing is they build a mental attitude and a habit, so they start trusting this website, news, whatever, and they keep cooperating, like working together. So what means working together? So the website gets something, it provides some information, or the platform, let's say social media platform, provides some information that the user passively is active, paying back. So it's a two-way relationship. The platform, social media platform, provides a virtual candy custom made for the audience taste, because they know exactly what the audience wants. So try to buy something online from Amazon. Okay, so if you try that, next day you will see on your Yahoo Mail and some other pages you visit some ads from Amazon, because Amazon has enough money to pay these pop-up ads that sneak into your favorite websites. So Amazon, and not Amazon is just a provider and also a buyer of the service from other sellers that sell space online. So Amazon, with their marketing techniques and campaigns, they have to buy space. So what they do, these guys, they know you visit often these websites. Let's say I'm checking my Yahoo email or my Gmail or something, or I'm using Google Chrome. Now that's part of your metadata, if you want to call it that way. And it goes to this customized candy. So now Amazon, when they want to pop some ads so they can make some sale, like you start buying because you saw that drone yesterday, and you know what, yeah, that was kind of a cool, nice or something, but it's 24-hour cooling period. So if you really have an urge, even after 24 hours you will buy, because it's like you really crave for that thing. But if it's just like, oh yeah, it's cool stuff, if you have urges and you don't know how to control your urges, then you will buy right away, by impulse. But they also know that if you wait 24 hours and if you don't want it anymore, then it was just was a nice cool stuff, was not something really you wanted, but they want you to make you want it. So they will remind you, they will put it right in your face, on your screen, and now you see it again and you want it again, so they refresh the one. Same with the kids. You know, if the kid wants something online or something, or the kid wants a friend, or oh, they dropped this thing on the it's a train or something. Anyway, oh man, looks like I'm going to have some good time. Yeah, so I just touched a little bit these topics about, you know, how they customize candies for you as an adult, for kids. So these videos I post are not for kids. It's a setting on my YouTube channel that the videos are not for kids. So they will not pop on any kid's screen. None of my videos. So the whole channel is not made for kids. It's a specific setting on my channel. Everyone's channel, they have to abide with United States some new law, which is a good thing. So you can even individually set this video is for kids or not for kids. So, but my whole channel is by default not for kids. So they customize these candies for kids, and what they want a not only sell at that time, sell ads and whatever products, but also they want to win customers, like a long-term customers or long-term viewers. It depends how you see it. Viewer is still a customer, because that viewer, by their actions online, provides traffic, provides information, and at some point, some of those, let's say they have a pool of 200,000 data info about the 2,100 people, and if they have a good, smart marketing campaign, then they might be able to convey 10,000 of those people to buy. So even those 200,000 they just provide data, that data still sell, and people make money selling that data. And let's say lots of those are just like a browsing, like a wasting time, or people can't afford, they are from other countries, but they also target countries and audience according to their income. So they know, you know what, Amazon sold this many products at this price to this person, and they know this person, if he bought 20 items in a total of $600 this year, that means, and these items are not the urgent need type of items, are something that disposable income people can afford. Like oh yeah, she bought a Louis Vuitton purse and some 2 rings and some other jewelry online. Oh yeah, that means she has disposable income, right? And that means she can afford, and that is part of her online profile, and that profile sells. And whoever sells, they look, okay, oh, she can afford. This is woman, she's 35 to 40 years old. She falls into that category of people who are not really happy about their relationship, and they want to buy some love because their relationship is dull, right? And it tells by what she buys online, or she is an addicted shopper. We bought the data from the Wish, the website, the shopping website, and from the Amazon. Look at so much shit they bought. So many times. Well, I don't know if those websites provide the amounts, but they provide lots of data. And now, like I said, the sellers sell and buy information to those who have something to sell online. So this happens to adults, happens to kids, and when they win these long-term customers, shoppers, browsers, online browsers, whatever, you know, it's still some data that sells, right? And what they want to convey these kids, the new generation, into buyers, and not only buyers of products and services, but buyers of information. So once you give these kids love, and what is love? You either make them feel good, so you feed them with information that they love to hear, right? And how do you know that? Because you know what they are looking for. So once you know what the kids are looking for online, that means they are looking to feel good. They are not going to look for something to feel bad, like I'm so stupid, this website tells me how stupid I am, right? No, the kids won't look for that type of information. Kids, let's say if they look for cartoons or animes or whatever, they look for jewelry building, they look for makeup, how to make up. That means they seek pleasure into those videos or information online, and it gives them an emotion, a good feeling emotion. It's already 40 minutes in the video, so probably the camera will split the video, so let's prevent that. So you get my point. So kids look for something online, something that generally gives them pleasure. Even those kids who look for killings online or something, that it tells you that they have some fucked up mind, some trauma or something, and they find pleasure into those type of videos online, or thrill or some adrenaline. But even the adrenaline or thrill, it gives them a good or pleasurable emotion. Okay, or even the fear. Some people, are looking for thrill through fear, but it gives them that adrenaline. They want to experience that again. So, or gambling online or anything like that. So they seek for that type of stuff, and people who sell information or who custom information, they know what to give those guys. So it's a candy to gain trust of those kids. And once they gain the trust, the kids will keep going back to get more, right? Like the bear. If you feed the bear will come back. If you leave some garbage for the bear will come back, because it builds a mental memory. He knows, I get the pleasure, I get satisfaction, I get my belly filled by going to that house that has some stuff out for me, even for that house is just garbage. Same with the kids. They will go back to the same websites, and they will keep looking for information that gives them pleasure, right? So now you convey these kids into constant coming back customers or viewers. Let me turn away from this guy. Supposed to drive 70 an hour. I go by a cop or any flashing lights. That's the law here in Canada. And so later they sell information to other people online, other businesses and platforms online about your kid, and they can do whatever. They can manipulate the kid because they gain already the trust of your kid or you as an adult. They gain trust by feeding their mind with whatever gives pleasure. So if you want to trust your partner, your life partner, or your work partner to do whatever you want you to do for you, feed them what they want. And that's the way life works. You are successful if you help others to be successful. So help others to be successful first, then you gain their trust, and they will do stuff for you. Or the way I see it, my success is the byproduct of your success if I help you, right? So let you go. 43 minutes. See you later. I'm in a good mood. See you. Bye bye.